There's a good chance that the Supreme Court is about to flood the U.S. government with even more donor money, which of course naturally is going to lead to more corruption, even though they don't see it that way, which is hilarious. Raw Story reports, quote, the Supreme Court's 9 justices appeared divided Tuesday during arguments on whether elected U.S. judges should be able to accept campaign contributions, a move that opponents say causes judicial bias. A total of 39 of 50 states elect local judges. Of the states where elections are held, a total of 30 ban judges from soliciting campaign funds, in a move meant to encourage impartiality behind the bench. The case before the Supreme Court asks whether seeking contributions introduces impartiality and whether it should be allowed under the U.S. Constitution's First Amendment, which protects freedom of speech. So here we go again with the idea that money equals free speech. It already has totally infected the legislative and the executive branch. Now they're just trying to complete it with the judicial branch. Stay classy. They continue, quote, conservative Supreme Court Chief Justice John Roberts suggested banning fundraising would be unconstitutional, adding that, quote, the fundamental choice was made by the state when they said, we're going to have judges elected. But the court's 4 progressive justices appeared inclined to believe that accepting campaign funds, a common practice among U.S. politicians, was unethical for a judge. So I love this because even the liberal justices are like, okay. Whatever, fine, I guess you can give money and legally bribe politicians, but no, we draw the line when it comes to judges. You can't do it for judges. It's the same principle at work. If you have a private donor giving money to a politician or to a judge, what happens? There's a conflict of interest. They're much more likely to listen to ExxonMobil when they say, hey, don't rule against us, if they've given the judge $400,000. If they give the judge money, and then lo and behold, a case comes in front of their court where ExxonMobil polluted a local water reservoir and they're making people sick, right? They're much more likely to say, well, come on now, or it's not Exxon's fault, it was an accident, or whatever, if they've gotten money from Exxon. This is what has happened in our legislative system, in our executive branch. I mean, over there, it's obvious. You have ExxonMobil, to use the same example, giving money to the politicians, and then every year they get a $4 billion subsidy, a giant corporate welfare check. That's not an accident. That's not a coincidence. It happened because they bought it, essentially, by giving all the money to the politicians. And I love how the Supreme Court said, it was John Roberts who said in the Citizens United case and in the McCutcheon case, he said, no, not only does that not lead to corruption, money in politics, but it doesn't even lead to the appearance of corruption. Really? Have you never visited the website Open Secrets, where you can see how much money all the politicians raise and where they raise the money from? I mean, some of the biggest contributors are different Wall Street firms. So what happens? Naturally, they end up getting giant subsidies every single year. The big banks get $80 billion plus every year. And lo and behold, they got bailed out when they crashed the economy. What a surprise. The homeowners didn't get bailed out, but the Wall Street firms got bailed out. And now they want to do this for judges as well. Well, look, if that's the road that they're going to go down, allow me to make a proposal here. So if you rule that, well, hey, man, money equals free speech, so we have to allow the legal bribery and the corruption of judges, okay, well then understand that I want to pay to get my dick sucked. Excuse me? Oh, what, that scare you? What, you're rattled by that? Well, you just said that money equals free speech. So by me paying a hooker to blow me, that's just me doing freedom of expression and freedom of speech and letting the world know, and I have the freedom to do it, that I would like to get blown now. Oh, also, by the way, I'd like to have an unlimited supply of Percocet. Sometimes at night I like to pop one and just relax and melt into my bed as I watch some awesome movie on TV. Look, it's freedom of speech, man. You just said money equals free speech. I didn't say it. You said it. I didn't say it. You said it. So what does that mean? Well, look, I want to freely express and have the freedom and have the speech to take my money and pay somebody so that they can give me drugs and I can get high. If you're going to say that money equals speech, you got to be consistent with it. You can't say, well, that one not okay, this one okay.